Governor Greg Abbott is adding more state help to deal with wildfires as the fire risk rises across Texas. Now, that move is meant to make sure that communities are ready if a wildfire starts.
And with summer-like temperatures still hanging on and dry brush building up, the Texas A&M Forest Service say parts of the state are facing a heightened fire risk. It's a topic our Josh Maxwell spoke with fire experts about today. He joins us now live with that report. Josh?
Mike, Leslie, I spoke with members of Corpus Christi Fire today who say they don't expect those extra resources to be needed here locally, but they warn this is an intense time to stay fire aware and be mindful of your surroundings. As dry conditions persist across much of Texas, state officials have activated additional wildfire response resources to stay ahead of any potential emergencies. Corpus Christi Assistant Fire Chief Kenneth Urban says he doesn't expect those resources to have a major impact locally, but warns the fire risk is still high and should be taken seriously.
Within the city limits, we're not allowed to burn. Burning of trash, burning of lumber, those things are not allowed, and that's because due to the fire danger and the risks that come with that.
Urban says much of that risk comes from what's known as the wildland-urban interface, areas where homes and development meet brush and fields. It's a setting he says can still be found in parts of Corpus Christi.
We do have a lot of brushy areas that are pretty adjacent to residential neighborhoods. Keep the brush away from your home, away from your fences, those types of things. That'll help prevent that spread onto your property.
It's not just a man-made problem. Nature plays a role too. Texas A&M Forest Service spokesperson Heather Gonzalez says living near the coast does come with advantages like the breeze, but it's those winds that can also add fuel to wildfires.
What we usually have that helps is higher humidity values, especially with the coastal breezes coming in, but also with those coastal breezes, sometimes it can bring variable and increased winds.
Gonzalez says before lighting up the pit to always
check the weather. If it is going to be really hot, low humidity values and really windy that day, postpone for a better day.
Now, speaking of checking the weather, to give you guys more context into the why behind those dry conditions, we want to bring in Chief Meteorologist Alan Holt with a deeper look. Alan?
Yeah, and it all boils down to rainfall. The map I've got here, we've not really shown this on our broadcast, but it shows exactly what the fire risk is about, and it's the lack of rainfall. So, for example, this dark orange, everyone in those locations have received 25 to 50% of average rainfall in those spots. Corpus Christi, we're more in this 50 to 75% of average, but most of the area is very dry. You look up to Del Rio, 5 to 25% of average. So when we're talking fire risk, the vegetation is just one of several variables. The other two are the humidity and wind speed. And for this week, the humidity is going to be up a little bit and the winds are not going to be strong by our standards. And that's going to register, for example, tomorrow's fire risk low to moderate, which is no big deal for us. When we see the risk really pop up on this map, we're looking usually at the oranges and reds, very high to extreme. So none of that locally anytime soon, at least this week. Mike, Leslie.